Alright, let's talk about shells, subshells, orbitals, and what each of them is. Now imagine for a second that you are in a hotel and that hotel has different floors. So for example, you have your first floor, second floor, third floor, and the fourth. Now each floor is given a number, which is denoted by n. So for example, the first floor will have the number 1, the second will have number 2, so on and so forth. And 4 for the fourth floor. So these floors are your shells, the main shells, the main energy levels. Alright. Now let's move on to subshells. Now, if you've been, most probably you have been to a hotel, and that hotel might have different wings. For example, you might have heard somebody say this is the east wing of our hotel, or this is the west wing of our hotel. Just like that, each floor is going to have different sections. Now, imagine for a second that each floor is subdivided into different sections. So the first floor only has one section, and it's called S. This second floor has two sections, S and P. The third floor has three sections, S, P, and Q. Let's divide them. And you might have guessed it by now. The fourth floor is going to have four sections, S, P, D, and F. So subshells, these sections are basically your subshells. Sections on each floor. Now, if we move on to the orbitals are basically rooms where electrons are found 90% of the time. They're the rooms where electrons are found. %90 of the time. All right. Now each section has a limited number of rooms. For example, on the first floor, whereas there is only one section, S only has one room. All right. And P can hold 3 rooms. Remember, these rooms, these orbitals are for electrons to stay in. D has 5 rooms. All right. And F has 7 rooms. Now here's a quick rule everybody needs to remember. Each room can only hold up to 2 electrons. All right. So if every room can hold up to 2 electrons, we are simply going to multiply this digit by 2. So let's do that quickly. Let me erase this. And let me just let the into 2, into 2, into 2, into. All right. 1 into 2, 2. 3 into 2, 6. 2 into 5, 10. And 7 into 2, 14. All right. Now let's go ahead and start filling electrons in these so-called orbitals. Now in these rooms. Now we know that S only has one room, so it can only hold up to 2 electrons. So let's make those two. So 1 and 2 electrons. We know that it's going up here as well. It's only going to hold 2 electrons. And for P, we know that the section P has 3 rooms. And since each room can only hold up to 2 electrons, so the total number of electrons in the P section is going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Now let's do that here. We know 2 electrons here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. And for D, we have 10 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now go ahead and do the same thing for the 4th floor. 2 electrons here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 here. And 14 in the F section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. We have filled each floor. Now all we have to do is count all of the electrons that are on each floor combined. So let's do that on a different color. So on the first floor, right here, we only have 2 electrons. Okay. On the second floor, we have 8 electrons in total. 6 plus 2, 8. On the third floor, we have 18 electrons. 2 plus 6 plus 10, 18. On the fourth and the last floor, we have 32 electrons in total. 2 plus 6 plus 10 plus 14, 32.